Paralanguage. 3. These two things. Your tone, pitch, and volume. Variation in voice tone, pitch, and volume can convey emotions. Non-verbal communication is what we are talking about. But then the pitch expresses your emotion. I'm getting angry. It will show. Okay? Emphasis. Laying emphasis in certain discussion. There are places you should lay emphasis. Can you imagine? It's a serious matter. Those are talking. Can you just imagine? It does not show that it's a serious issue. You see? The other one is speech rate and pauses. I hope you know that when you are sometimes it's also important. You don't just talk bra 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 all through. No, there are times to pause to get the person's response or something. Non-verbal communication. Number 4 is appearance. Clothing. The way you appear when communicating with someone can be sending a message. Also, so your personal presentation can convey professionalism, personality, or cultural affiliation. If I'm going for an international meeting right now and I decide to wear my South regalia, am I communicating? Yes, I'm communicating that I am African. I have communicated. You can never see our president go for a United Nations meeting wearing suits. That's misrepresentation. No, he is expected to go in our regalia to send the message. Send the message. That is why I will still say it that a suit, wearing suit, is not what shows somebody is a pastor. Wearing suit simply shows that you are a Western man. Yes, because under normal circumstance, it just shows that you are Western, because that's their regalia. But today, we see wearing suits as what shows you are a pastor. In fact, they call suits pastor wear. No. Okay, so your appearance speaks. When a lady wants to visit someone and she goes with her breast showing like this and wears mini skirt and stands by the road and puts on a green lipstick and begins to chew gum and stand by the road and doing like this, is she communicating? Is she communicating? Of course she is communicating. If you go out there right now and see a lady wearing short skirt and then the breast, one part of it like this is showing, and then the lipstick on her lips is green, and then she's chewing gum that is making sound and blowing it, and you are seeing the balloon, she is communicating. And those she is communicating to will understand what she is saying. Number 5, silence and non-verbal clues. Silence. Under silence, pauses and silences. Purposeful pauses or silences can convey contemplation, disagreement, or discomfort. Silence, pauses and silence. That's the first we are talking about under silence and non-verbal clues. Okay. Now, when I'm talking to you, and you ask me a question. Let's say you ask me a question, and you say, so that's actually what they said. I don't know what you think. Or, no, let's look at this one. If you say, well, they are asking for 200 million naira. They are asking for 200 million naira for the land. So I said, let me come back and discuss with you in order to know what to do. Now, when you tell me such a thing, and then you watch me, and then I'm like this, I'm silent, right? And that communication simply means it's not too bad. Because if it is bad, if it is 100% bad, if 200 million is 100% bad, I would have responded in 200 what? I did not show surprise, but rather as you mentioned the 200, I started thinking about it in silence. So by my silence, I have communicated something. That okay. So you see, you use the same thing in sales. When you give someone a price and the person begins to look at the product, that means he is considering it. Isn't it? Now you could now take advantage of that and stand on that price. Because that means, that communication simply means the person can afford that amount. But there are other factors that will determine whether or not the person buys it. I don't know if you are getting what I'm trying to say. So, those are silence and non-verbal clues. Pauses and silences, they speak. While the second, under silence and non-verbal clues, is non-verbal responses. This one involves nods. When you are talking and someone is doing like this, what does that tell? Agreement, right? I get it. Is entering. On the other way, you are talking and the person is doing like this. What does that show? Disagreement. Okay. So, that's that. Now, another factor that is important in non-verbal communication is cultural variations. You know, where people come from is also a factor in their non-verbal communication. Okay. This is a very, very simple story. I'll just give you the story, and I think that will explain that. From my part of the nation where I come from, we don't, as compared to my wife's place, they take respect to a fault. They take respect very, very seriously. And me as a South man, you can even stand like this and shake your elder. You say, oh boy, now, Popsy, what's up? You know, we are free and we are, but no, they are all, you bend down. I think with one, you put one leg down and, you know, so that's their place. It's so serious. So it happened that on my wedding day, of course, I have understood culture to a level, but I did not know it's so bad. On the traditional wedding day, I entered the room, one of the rooms where women were seated, you know, to do one of the normal traditions. And I have always been known for putting on glasses. I mean, as I'm putting on glasses, it has been me over the years. So as far back as 2012, when I wedded, I have been on. So, but it was interesting that when I entered the room, one woman wanted to slap me. So I will slap you now. You don't have respect for where you come from. And I was like, what's that? Say, how dare you put glasses and talk to us? What's that? If I put glasses and talk to you, that's disrespect. You see, that's cultural variation. To her, I have communicated disrespect. And they could not have it. And I quickly thought to myself, what if without this glass I cannot see? What happens? That's what came to, you know, there are people that without their glass they cannot see. It's not medicated though, by the way. Don't think I use medicated glasses. It's just for Yanga and Yanga. No! But to her, they don't care to know whether it's medicated or not medicated. Even if you remove it and you can no more see us, no problem. Respect us by removing it first. That's how I removed the thing. What was the second thing? They said I entered with my shoe. Entered with my shoe, that was another offense. How dare you enter with your shoe? I think they said that, so that means you can use your leg and match our daughter. I looked at my shoe. I went out and removed the shoe now. Thank God my leg was not smelling. Because some people, if they remove their shoe in public, the wedding has ended. You will reduce the bride price to 0 so that he will just go quickly. But that's culture. So to them, I had communicated disrespect by coming with my glasses and wearing my shoe. Of course, you know, someone's wedding day, he has to remove shoe to enter the room where they are before you can talk to them. Where is your beauty again for the day? If you have removed glass, you have removed shoe. It's remaining to remove clothes and say, yes, my elders, I came as I was born. So that you people know I have respect. But you see, you can't attack that. That's culture. Do you understand me? That's culture. Is it not me that wants wife? I have to remove it. Are they coming to tell me now to be removing my glasses in my house? They born them where? The moment I paid that bride price and I carry my property and I've gone, I become king. Nobody will come and tell me to remove my shoe again. Even if I go now, if I like, I will not remove my shoe and I'll enter their house. The house will say, go away, and I'll carry my wife and go away. At least now I will go with her. You see? So that is cultural variation. Hope I've explained cultural variation of communication.